Things we wish Jesus hadn't said. My name is David Madison, the 2nd of May, 2020, and this is episode 29 is a series of videos on that topic. I have a graduate degree in theology and a PhD in biblical studies, but I gotta hand it to Mark Twain for calling it correctly that the best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. So let's take a close look and see why Mark Twain was absolutely correct. One Bible study project that I recommend a lot is read the Gospel of Mark straight through without stopping. Have a big glass of wine and then do exactly the same thing with John's Gospel. What a difference. How can it be the same guy, the same Jesus? In Mark's Gospel, Jesus first appears when he is baptized by John the Baptist in the River Jordan. When he emerges from the water, a voice from heaven says, "You are my son." Hence, some Bible scholars say that this is adoptionist theology. Jesus was selected as an adult and was baptized to be cleansed of his sin. John's Gospel deleted the baptism because his Jesus was present at creation, and he became flesh and dwelt among us. And here we encounter a shockingly arrogant Jesus. He is relentlessly, egregiously egotistical. This is what we find in John chapter 14. Jesus is talking to Thomas, and he said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you know me, you will know my Father also." It would be difficult to think of a Bible text that has caused more damage than this one. No one comes to the Father except through me. For centuries, Christians have set out to conquer and convert through crusades and wars because they're dead sure that Jesus is the only way to reach God. No one comes to the Father except through me. But what is the correct way to do that? Do the Protestants have it right? Or do the Catholics? I grew up in a small town in rural Indiana, and there was tension between the Catholics and the Protestants. Everyone got along pretty well, okay? Plenty of friendships across that religious divide. But we all knew which Christians had it all wrong. One Protestant woman refused to attend a wedding in the Catholic Church. She says, "I'm not entering that heathen temple." And Catholic kids taunted Protestant kids that they were going to hell instead of heaven. They weren't Catholics. There was only one way to get to the Father, through his son Jesus, now represented by the Pope, the vicar of Christ on earth. Most religions are confident that they are the right religion, but Christian arrogance got a big boost from John 14. No one gets to God except through Jesus. Of course, other devout theists, Jews and Muslims, don't buy it at all. They are pretty sure that there are other ways as well. How can it be otherwise in such a diverse world? Christians who have been indoctrinated since they were toddlers to believe that Jesus is Lord aren't bothered by Jesus speaking these arrogant words. They don't notice that this is the common claim made by fanatical cult leaders of so many different brands. I alone know the inside track to God. Believe me, trust me to be saved. It's bad enough that Mark depicted Jesus as an apocalyptic prophet whose predictions about the kingdom of God didn't happen. He was wrong. But then John piled on his own arrogant, bad theology. This text tops the list of things in John's Gospel that we certainly hope Jesus didn't say.